Well, good Wednesday morning to everybody. We are looking forward to a wonderful day today and gathering tonight for our incredible prayer meeting. Always look forward to our prayer meeting. Um, so we're reading through Matthew chapter 1 and Luke chapter 2 today. And yesterday I was talking about how the unseen is hidden in plain sight, how the extraordinary is wrapped up in the ordinary, and we have to have eyes to be able to see it, a willingness to see it. First of all, you have to believe. You can't see anything without believing, and then you really have to believe that it's there for you to see. And today, going along with that kind of theme, we see the extraordinary being birthed um, into the ordinary. When the Son of God came in as man, born as man, setting aside his divinity. Setting aside means he didn't access, he didn't use the divine. Um, he accessed it through the Holy Spirit to set the example of how we can access. That was the whole thing. But what gets me is, Jesus is born to ordinary people, ordinary parents, just ordinary. There's nothing really that makes them stand out. They're righteous people. They obey the law as much as anybody can obey the law. They obviously observed everything. They did everything as they were expected to do, and born in a very very normal, humble situation, you know. But the thing is that all of heaven is bursting at the seams, just bursting at the seams for this, because everything's been leading up to this. And here it's you can't say it's the beginning of the plan, but it's the beginning of the fulfillment of the plan here. And so there's leakage. That's all I can say. There's leakage, and the angels had to sing. They had to celebrate, but they chose the most remote place that they can, to the least of the least, the shepherds, out on the hills, where nobody else could see, and it it was almost like Dad was saying, "Okay, guys, I know you can't hold it in anymore. Over in this very remote place over here, let's just let off a little the pressure." And they burst forth and they're singing, and but we see more of the leakage coming along, where when the baby is taken up to the temple to do all things according to the law, we see more leakage because of prophets and prophetesses that have been waiting for this moment, and they see, because they have eyes to see. They choose to see. They've been in anticipation and expectation, so they have eyes to see, and they see. And they see the leakage of the extraordinary leaking out of there, of the ordinary. And then again, we see more of it when Jesus is at the temple, and he just loves his Father's house, and we can see there the divine leaking out. It just, in that special place, that place that represents the presence of the Father. And of course, there's going to be some leakage in that place. And then as Jesus is growing, he finds favor with both God and man. He does everything well. That divine, who he is, his holiness, his greatness, his all that he is just, it's leaking out. This is what we're supposed to be, people. We should be leaking all over the place. Our joy should be exuberant at all times, no matter what we're going through. We cannot allow the ordinary to keep the extraordinary in us down at all. Because of the extraordinary that's in us, we should be standing out in the crowd. We should be standing out in situations. We should be standing out in the marketplace, in the town square. We should be standing out for the wisdom that is given to us, the joy, the love, the compassion, all these things and not just that, the laying on of hands, the casting out of demons, the healing of the sick. All this stuff is supposed to be leaking out all the time, because Father wants to be glorified. So this is who we are. We are the extraordinary, clothed in the ordinary, and we should be living that way. So you guys have a fantastic, wonderful, extraordinary, a fun-filled, dynamic, Holy Spirit-inspired day. How's that? Love you guys. Looking forward to tonight. Be blessed, be encouraged, be engaged.